What's up, everybody? It's Ben for Abusive. Saturday, March 3rd, about 11 o'clock at night. This right here is going to be a long overdue update video, but I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet and just one of many. So, first thing on the list. As many of you know, I live in Panama City Beach, Florida, and 7 days from now we have spring break. Shortly after that, we have spring fling, as well as a shit ton of car shows. So, I have been working my ass off day and night like no tomorrow, trying to get everyone ready, man. Rebuilt a bunch of amplifiers, fixed and rebuilt a bunch of woofers, got them up, going, did a bunch of enclosures. All that shit's done, out of the way. Now I'm back on track and I'm working on the build. So, let me give you a little update of what's going on right here. Just recently, I went and picked up 4 sets. This is the Mats Pro Audio 651 components. I just picked up 4 of these. I found them brand new in the box. I had to have them. These 3 sets right here are going to be going in the Prelude. And this set right over here I sold to Carmeal08. He's Team IBR, Team Ace Team member Carmeal. And I did have them posted on CSCO. He went over there and snapped them up immediately. This set here I have open because I was taking pictures of the components and I was doing some test fitting in my doors. So, 2 sets are going to be going in the doors, 1 set up on the dash. Those will be going in along with the 8-inch mid-bass drivers you see there, as well as the 6.5s and tweeters that are already in the vehicle. I will be running all of these components off of 2 4 channels. So, next thing on the list, the little SPL Wolf over here, my review on it. Honestly, fellas, man, I am highly impressed with the performance I was able to extract out of this driver right here. Here is a look at the coil. Let me get my little flashlight set up right there for you. This woofer right here took over 3K RMS on music daily. And give me 1 second. The woofer is literally in mint condition. Hold on 1 second. Okay. And there's a little look at the coil. As you can see, she's beautiful in mint condition. Okay. This is over 3K RMS on music. And also I'd like to add that this driver right here was not placed in an application-specific enclosure. I just put this in an enclosure that I deemed fairly safe for drivers of this nature that model the way they do. So the only damage that this woofer saw, or received, was the dust cap basically got blown to pieces. And that's pretty much to be expected, fellas. I mean, the enclosure that I had it in, it's a pretty safe enclosure, but once you start going over 3K RMS, it can become kind of violent, and case in point is the blown off dust cap. So, moving along, next thing on the list, as far as that drive right there, I may be offering it up to sale after I glue on another dust cap. I may offer up to sale to someone, I don't know, cheap, we'll see, that's for a future video. Next thing on the list, got this little trio woofer over here I just rebuilt for a guy. Woofer had some damage, basket was broken and everything, it was broken in quite a few places. As you can see here, I used VHB for putting the basket back together. The reason I used VHB is because it's stronger than steel. That stuff right there is ridiculous. It's the same stuff you see that I used for my stripper pole, my roll cage, etc., etc. Same shit that I'll be using on my stainless steel rods over here. That's basically what I use. Using the VHB pretty much takes welding out of the equation. Moving along, next thing on the list, these 2 matched juggernauts right here. Alright, sit down. Story with these things, fellas. The guy that had these things previously put 16,000 watts to each coil and he blew them. He snapped the leads, as you can see here. I had to repair the leads. And the coils show signs of pretty much going thermal. As you can see there. The coils didn't slinky. They're real black in there. The coils didn't slinky off. And what I mean by slinky off, the definition for that would be delaminate or decouple. Basically the same thing as just coil coming apart from the former. There's a good view right there. You can see it's all burned up in there, fellas. So what I basically did is while I had the dust cap off and everything, I added some Ka to the coil and former. Peeled the dust cap off, sprayed the Ka inside the former, saturated it the best that I could. I also sprayed the Ka over here through the motor vent here and the vent on the bottom of the basket, spinning the woofer in a circle and pushing the soft parts up and down. Then in order to activate the adhesive, I mean that's what we call it for all intended purposes, that's what it is. In order to activate the adhesive, I introduced a high frequency electrical current into the coil. I did this by wall socketing it. So it's kind of funny how most guys, when they wall socket a woofer, is to blow it. And in this case, I actually wall socketed the woofer to fix it. I had to do it in this manner because, as you can see, fellas, man, I'm not in the shop, I'm not in the lab, I'm actually over here at my house doing this. So I made best with what I had here on hand. So we're seeing 1.5 ohm per coil. I'm going to be taking this thing outside, throwing it in my little enclosure, and I'm going to be presenting my amplifier with a 0.75 ohm nominal load. So that's going to give this woofer roughly 3600 to 3700 watts on music. So we'll see, you know, how well this thing holds together. This will be, or these, sorry, not this, these will be the last two woofers that I will be testing inside that Prelude. The woofers that I have in mind for my final build, they're in the works right now. So as soon as I get those woofers, I'm putting them in, yada yada, done deal. That's going to be my demo vehicle, and those woofers are never coming out. Done with the Prelude after that. It's just going to be a demo vehicle. I do have another vehicle in mind that I'm purchasing, and that's going to be my, basically my test mule. That'll be the vehicle that I pull woofers in and out and test and do this and that, yada yada yada. But the Prelude, no. After this, man, I'm done with it. So, in closing this video right here, the last thing I'd like to say is that it's a common misconception that these juggernauts are a non-musical woofer, or that they sound like shit in a musical application. It is true that these drivers right here were designed and basically built for optimal performance in or for a SPL application, but that's not to say that these drivers can't perform favorably in a musical application. So yeah, I'm definitely wanting to put that little misconception or non-truth to rest as far as these being musical drivers, because I think that these woofers right here have the potential to be perceivably, I mean honestly, probably some of the most musical woofers in the world. I mean, just like any other woofer, I mean, for that matter. I mean, if I put my ear next to this woofer right here, right now, this little trio, I don't hear anything coming out of it. Do you fellas? No. That's because, as it is right now, with the woofer in its present condition, not being connected to anything or hooked up, it's silent. All it has is potential. Basically what that boils down to, or what that translates to, it's all in the hands of the installer. It's all in the hands of the designer. So that's it for now, fellas. I'm going to be getting these little jugs hooked up. Going to be putting a whole bunch of power to them, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright, y'all, this is Ben. Lots of updates to come. Peace.